Lights out, wheel plugged in, pre-order button clicked, and away we go. These are the reasons to be excited for F1 22. F1 22 is nearly here, which means it's almost time for us to stop playing F1 21. What? Jarno Opmeer's ghost times aren't going to beat themselves, are they? Anyway, just like the real sport, with its massive rule changes, new cars and unpredictable results, this new game feels like a bigger departure from its predecessor than usual. We've been hands-on with it, putting in the laps and getting to grips with some significant changes. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button to get our gaming content as soon as we drop it, like this video to tell the algorithm we're great, and let's put the hammer down in F1 22.
So, another fantastic victory for Red Bull today.
So first and most obviously, F1's changed quite a lot this year. 2022 sees the biggest set of rule changes governing car design since 2014, and that means there's been a massive shake-up in both the look of the cars and how they handle. The FIA didn't go through all this paperwork just to make the wings look all curvy and futuristic, although we're glad that has happened. Instead, the idea was all about promoting closer racing by creating less air disturbance in the wake of the car so you can follow each other more closely, more easily. What that means in the game is you get to sample the futuristic new car shape up close and personal, and also feel the changes in the handling. Loads of the grip and downforce is generated by the floor now, and we can definitely feel a difference in our hands. A weird quirk of these rule changes is porpoising, in which the real cars bounce along on the straights at high speed, but you don't need to worry about that in the game.
Here's what today's grid rundown looks like. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell.
A new circuit's always exciting, and F1 22 delivers with the freshly laid Miami layout. It's got the street circuit characteristics of somewhere like Monaco or Baku, where the track limits are all walled in with very little runoff anywhere, so it demands perfection from you. But where most street layouts will throw in a lot of low-speed, twisty corners, Miami's got a couple of sections where sweeping high-speed turns and not quite straights feature. It's actually really demanding on your concentration, because getting your line slightly wrong in these sections means coming off the gas to avoid a wall and losing tons of time. There's not much time for taking in the scenery at these speeds, but we do enjoy this bit where it looks like you've taken a wrong turn and you're about to merge onto a freeway. And here, where the crowds are looming large right above you like a speedway track.
The Miami International Autodrome will be sure to create lots of chances to overtake.
Number 3 is a real departure for the series, and it's all about what happens off track. F1 22 wants to give you the chance to live like a motorsport superstar, and that includes splashing some of that contract bonus on a stylish living space. There's an all-new lobby area where friends can drop by, hang out, and admire your furnishings, a bit like NBA 2K's neighborhood. You'll also get to dress up your driver as you see fit, so they're always looking ready for a black tie event, an esports stream, or the streets of Monte Carlo. We're really excited about this bit, but it might not sound like a massive game changer on its own. However, there is more to it. Because yes, you can buy and drive road cars now too, including the Mercedes-AMG GT 63S 4MATIC Plus and the Aston Martin Vantage models used as this season's safety cars. We're not sure why, but like a lot of you, we've been dying to be able to drive the safety cars in an F1 game. While you won't be actually in charge of the vehicle during a race, slowing the pace down to allow marshals to clear debris from the track, you'll instead have the chance to tear around the circuits in privacy, completing various challenges. You can also buy other road cars, again with the earnings from your contract, and use them on the same challenges. The developers wanted to give you a bit of downtime between races, and what better way to relax after a demanding weekend racing cars than, well, racing different cars. If you played or are still playing a lot of F1 2021, you know the slipperiest substance in the entire universe, the matter whose properties of low friction exceed Teflon, diamond and dark matter, is the humble race circuit rumble strip. Put a millimetre of tyre onto this stuff in last year's game and you were spinning around like a buttered up Nikita Mazepin. But now we can come out from behind the Armco barrier and no longer live in fear of painted trackside ornaments, because they're a lot more forgiving now. Look. See? Still facing the same direction and everything. The new curb behaviour might be down to a combination of things, like the new car handling, the ground downforce, the larger tyres, or Codemasters might have just decided they were a bit heavy-handed last year. Either way, we're glad to be hanging off the side of the track like wannabe F1 esports drivers once again.
Perez behind, less than a second separates you. They're on a fresh set of wets. Time last lap was a 1 minute 21.2.
Finally, we're looking forward to spending more time admiring the reflections on the side of an Aston Martin as we make steward worrying lunges past them up turn 1 in the Red Bull Ring. The PC version now has ray tracing, and that gives a new reflection quality to all the cars and a more realistic look to lighting behaviour in the replay cams. Last year's game was already a looker, so ratcheting up the visuals even further is really going to have us squinting to tell the difference between the game and the real thing. Hang on, who's leading the race? Yeah, okay, this is definitely the game we're looking at.
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
F1 22's coming to PC on July 1st, and we'll have plenty more on it when it does, so if you want more F1 gaming in your life, hit the subscribe button and thumbs up the video if you enjoyed. We're off back to Miami to try and master Sector 1 now, but we'll see you in another one.
And that's the end of the race. See you in Parc Ferme.